sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Here's the kicker, Harrison Beavis, out to get us started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here's Graham to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here we go.
Graham going to set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 42 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Brooks taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Graham. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Graham will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man, complete. That's Wagner. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Looking to throw. Done. Over the middle, complete. That's Franklin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. Back to throw. Done. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. 2nd and 11. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not.
Touchdown, Carolina! Jonathan Brooks, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it two. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's on his way. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Brooks is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. So his big first half continues, his 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. We are in for a good one as we're through one. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. 3rd down and 13. Now Graham. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now Graham to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Done. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Mitchell will score. Touchdown, New York. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Harrison Davis to kick off.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll run right here with Brooks. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 47-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
First throw now for the backup Tua Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. It's Wagner. Down the sideline he goes. And down to the 7-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got it. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on them. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to pass. Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And they can't bring him down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Now Tua. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 126 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Once again, it's Brooks. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Out of the shotgun, Graham. Well, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a two-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does, and now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
Jair Alexander up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Fighting through. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
Look, we talk about second effort all the time, but in short yardage situations, you better have second effort in order to try and pick up a first down. And sometimes as a back, you have to be your own blocker too, don't you?
And we talk about running lanes. He made his own running lane right there with that power move. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Final minute now in the third quarter. On the counter, Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. They run over center with Mitchell. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to... And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there, with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jets take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth. And this is going to be intercepted through the middle of the field. Inside the 20. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Here's Tua. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 8 yards out. And the Jets have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. 140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long from the 41. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
Looking to throw. Graham. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. Operating from the gun. Graham. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Graham. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week one. Here's third down now. Tua going to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's a handoff to Brooks. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Here's Brooks. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
Now a give to Brooks running right.
And he'll get this down only to the 18.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 66 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
Breaks through the contact. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw here. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case,